Hi everybody, Jill here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this makeup tutorial. You know what? I get so frustrated being an eyeglasses wearer and someone who also really enjoys doing my eye makeup. You know, I take my time and I have fun creating a look, and then I put my glasses on and I feel like 60% of that is gone the minute I put them on. So today I talk about kind of a way that I've been changing a little bit from time to time, how I'm putting my makeup on, and I'm more pleased with the way it looks once I get my eyeglasses on. So of course, you know, even just my hair, I like the way everything looks better without my glasses, but I gotta see, so I gotta wear them. Anyway, guys, I hope that if you really like this look and that you also like it when my glasses are on, I hope you stick around. But ironically, you know, the way I like to wear my eye makeup, when I put my glasses on, that's kind of hidden a little. So I have noticed that my eyes tend to pop a little bit more if I wear kind of a medium color, you know, kind of all along and in on my mobile lid, and then kind of do the same type of technique I always do with the rest of my colors. And I just find that deepening of that color on my mobile lid seems to help my eyes pop a little bit more, and I'm enjoying that look and changing it up a little bit. This is really all it's all about, really, is just playing, changing things up. It's definitely no rules of thumb at all. I just hope that maybe, you know, if you have similar frames maybe, or you're having the same kind of issue, maybe you can try this and you'll like it. So let's take out our frames, put them on, and, you know, just take a look in the mirror, you know, where are my frames hitting me versus, you know, where my eyes are. And so just the way I wear, my head sits on my head, as you can see, it just kind of just sort of cuts me off, especially if I'm talking to you, and you really can't see where I put kind of my, you know, deepening colors, if you will, the ones that I like to contour my eyes with and whatnot. So I've been experimenting with that, as mentioned, and I kind of am liking what's happening with this way with my glasses. You know, maybe your frames are larger and you have more room to play and you really don't have to worry too much and you feel like you can see your eyes pretty well behind your glasses. I found that with me, it's just so frustrating, and I can't see where I like to put my colors, my kind of deepening pop colors, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. All right, so I took off the look that I was working on prior because I didn't like it, and I'm gonna go ahead and reapply my concealer. I'm not super ridiculously fond of this concealer. I just kind of was in the drugstore and I have run out of my favorite, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer. Love that concealer. But we just moved, and at the time I wasn't completely sure where the Ulta was, but now I do know where it is, and it's not too far away at all. So I plan on making a trip because I have a few things like mascara and whatnot that I need to pick up. So I'm using this as really just kind of a base before I put any kind of setting powder on. And I can see a little bit of that one color that I put there. So now I'm going to go ahead and set that. This concealer doesn't play well with setting powders, I have found. But I got to do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and use my BECCA Hydrate and Mist setting powder. I think that's what it's called. I do not know what the mental block is. Never can remember exactly what this is called. But I do like this setting powder. I will definitely be repurchasing it. I'm going to do it on my really big powder brush, and I'm just going to kind of pounce it kind of all around there. Okay, done. All right, so even though I have a setting powder going on, I'm still going to use a wash color. It just makes blending my other colors even easier. If you're familiar with painting and gesso, it acts the same sort of way, and I really recommend doing that. It really does make blending so much easier. So I think today I'm going to go ahead and work out of the White Peach palette here by Too Faced. I was going to use my some of my Makeup Geek colors, but you know what? I need to update my Makeup Geek eyeshadow collection, I think, because the colors that I have, so many of them aren't available anymore, and I find it is very frustrating for you guys, and I don't blame you. So we're going to work out of the White Peach palette today, and I'm going to go ahead and start with Peaches and Cream, or Peach Cream, and I'm going to use that as my all-over wash color. So it's a bit of a yellow vanilla, and that is a great choice really for a wash color. Has a tiniest bit of yellow tinge to it, and that really helps to mute out darkness and any kind of veining you may have in general. So we're going to go ahead and put that everywhere, all up into the brow bone area. All right, done. I'm going to grab a Sigma brush here. This is a great brush. It is great for covering a lot of ground. It's great for packing. It's very, very soft. I really like this one. So I'm going to go in with Sweet Fig. I'm going to kind of load both sides of my brush here and then tap it off really well right inside that pan. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to put that right really on my whole mobile lid area, kind of in that crease. And my mobile lid, yes, I am going to put it right all the way into the corner of my mobile lid, but I'm not going to take that color kind of up higher in here. I like to keep that bright, as you know. I think because really of my age, you know, it's dark in there anyway. The light kind of gets lost, and I have more blood pooling probably in there, and I have dark circles is what I'm saying. So I like to keep that brighter. It makes me look more awake, and so I have to try to be really careful not to get those darker colors too far into this area right in here. I'm going to take my Spectrum CO6 brush now, and I'm just going to really soften that top edge. This is a really soft, soft application right there in the mobile lid area. I'm going to do a little double duty here with the same brush, and I'm going to load just kind of the tips of it, both sides. And I'm going to take this and press it right underneath the lower lash line as well. I want this to be a nice, soft look under here. So yes, I'm getting it very close to the lash line, but I'm also kind of muting out that bottom line, making it quite smoky and soft. I'm going to take this really nice dome brush here. This is a Morphe brush, and I'm going to go into the Peach Smoothie. This is a beautiful combination cross between not too pink, not too peach. It's just that really pretty in between. Really, really pretty. So if you're one of those like me that I can't wear anything too pink or too peach, this is really gorgeous. And I'm going to put it right up higher now, right up closer now to the brow area here. I'm really kind of shooting for more of a neutral look, a neutral, cool look. I'm trying to be really careful not to take it over too much to the warm side. And so that's the plan. And I think adding this peach smoothie is going to help us with that. Now, If you've watched a few of my eye looks, you know that I do tend to like to kind of deepen up this outer area here, the outer corners of my mobile lid, and even up a little tiny bit higher. And I do that for a couple reasons. One, I just like that look, but two, I'm a little tiny bit broad here, you know, my nose area, just kind of in between my eyes, a little broad for my liking. And so putting that darker focus on the outer edge of my looks kind of draws the eye away from that. And also I am getting some droopiness here, you know. I'm sure my eye probably used to be about here, and over time it has kind of dropped. So I'm starting to get, through just aging, some droopiness there. So I like to kind of concentrate a darker color right in here, and I like to bring it up just a little bit, up a little higher, to again kind of give the illusion that that maybe isn't dropping so much. So I want a brush that's going to give me more control and yet still a packing brush. All right, so there is this color in here that is really quite pretty. And if you're one that you're not into wearing deep blacks in your eye looks, you're gonna love this color because it's a dark, dark chocolate, but it really kind of gives the illusion that it is on more of kind of that coal side, but it's soft and I love it. And I do put it in my brows sometimes, depending on what root color I'm wearing in my wigs or hair pieces. And it's called On the Grill. Love this color. So I'm using a tiny little packing brush. I'm sure if I looked around, I would have one that's probably a Morphe or a Sigma or something like this. I just grabbed this. This is a little brush that was in one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. It's lovely. I love this brush, but look for just a little packing brush, something to give you a little bit of control. And I'm gonna load both sides of the tips of this, and I'm gonna knock it off really well. And I am going to take this now and I'm going to tap it and push it close to my lash line, not too far. And again, I'm going to take it on the outside of my look here, on the outside of my mobile lid, and I'm going to take that up a little higher. And depending on your specific eye shape and what you want, and depending also on the space that you have between your mobile lid and your eyebrow, you know, that differs. So that will depend on how high up kind of you want to go and how far in you want to go with this darker color. And I just kind of want to soften it out, really not using much pressure at all at this point up here. And I'm just kind of blending that and softening that because I want to make this area right in here kind of the darkest part of the color application of this color. I'm going to go back in again, and again I'm just going to tap, and I'm packing and I'm tapping this right in here. That's where I want the majority of this impact of this color, is right here. And then I'm going to flip this over after I wipe it on my little terry cloth towel down here, and I'm going to really kind of blend that top line and kind of make it disappear a little bit. This might actually be considered, I don't know, maybe a concealer brush, I'm not sure, but this is a Morphe brush, very skinny, great for, you know, doing liquid eyeliners if you're into that. It's a lovely brush. I'm glad I added this into my brush collection because I use it quite a bit. So I'm going to go into that same On the Grill color, just really putting it on the tips. And I'm going to take that because I really want this to be controlled and very, very close to my lower lash line. And I'm only taking it about a third the way in, not very far at all. And I'm just going to kind of do that with that. I'm going to get this eye caught up, and we're basically done with our eyeshadows at this point. So now I would definitely recommend curling your eyelashes, you know, especially when you wear eyeglasses. Curling your eyelashes just kind of opens your eyes, and unfortunately we've just moved. I can't find my dang eyelash curler, so I won't be doing that, but I wish I could. curl your eyelashes, and then after that I'm going to use a black NARS eyeliner pencil. This one has pretty great staying power when you're dealing with tight lining and water lining. It's not quite waterproof, but I find that it isn't so creamy that it just goes away or fades down into your look and makes a mess. So this is the NARS Larger Than Life. It's their black. And it also is the kind you don't have to sharpen, and I love that. So I get it up pretty far from the base so that this base part doesn't kind of scrape along my eyeball as I'm doing this. But what we're going to do with this is we're going to tight line with it all the way to the corner. Just make sure that when you apply this that you are still going underneath, even to the corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and waterline with this as well. And I usually stop about right here on my waterline. I don't bring it all the way to the corner. I find that it goops up very quickly. It ends up getting transferred down there anyway. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and put our mascara on, our eyebrows, and I'll meet you back here. For those of you like me that have to wear eyeglasses to see, and you love wearing your eye makeup, maybe you could try this. And especially if you have very similar eyeglasses to where it just kind of cuts things off right about there. I find that if I concentrate on my mobile lid a little more than I normally do, then I actually like that a little better behind my glasses. But I'm just finding that I kind of like using either a medium or darker shade on my eyelid, and I'm more pleased with the way it looks behind my glasses. So here we go. Maybe not too noticeable. I should have maybe used really exaggerated this and used quite a darker shade on my eyelid, but I go pretty light, as you know. I do tend to go quite light on my mobile lid, and this is a bit of a change for me. What do you guys think? I think it all depends, again, on your frames and how you may need to kind of tweak things based on the shape of your frame and how much of your eye is actually going to be noticeable behind there. You know, many of us, it's quite magnified. So you have a very magnified look. So I have always definitely blended my colors really nicely. Make sure you do that, especially when you wear glasses, just across the board in general. But when you wear glasses, you know, your eyes definitely are in different degrees more magnified. So blending that look out is really important then, because it's really being, you know, kind of to the forefront. So if you have kind of a sloppy job and you have a lot of lines of demarcation in your colors, boy, when you put your glasses on, it's really gonna exaggerate that. So I think that's probably the most important thing when you wear glasses, is make sure you're really great at blending out your colors. You also may ask, you know, why do you not wear your glasses when you record? Well, it's because it gives me a headache, to be honest. You know, there's a glare that comes at me when I'm wearing my glasses, even though I do have like that anti-glare thing. But you know, I usually have quite a bit of lights. Today I'm only using my ring light, but yeah, I get that kind of glare situation. And then really, you guys probably get the glare as well. I know you do, actually, because when I do put my glasses on and I'm editing, I can see kind of that glare. And anyway, it just is not conducive to recording. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And if it's in the evening, I hope you sleep well. Stay on at heart. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.